How's everyone doing tonight?
Woo!
First of all, everyone here is so talented tonight. I like being up here on this stage after everyone else who's gone up. I feel honored to be following all the talent who has been out tonight. So another shout out for all the guys who performed so far. You've done great. I'm just gonna go. Has anyone declared their majors yet? Out of curiosity. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any education majors? Yeah. Is anyone in your family also a teacher or in the education field? Yeah. Okay. So you might know where this is about to go. There's kind of a trope when you're going into education that if you have family members who are also in the education field, you're probably going to end up doing it as well. So my mother is a teacher, my grandmother is a teacher, my aunt was a teacher and a principal, my grandfather was a teacher, principal, superintendent, my grandmother was a teacher. So basically I was born and they went, it's not a boy, it's not a girl, that's a teacher. She's going into the education field, get over it. And I was just like, okay. So that's my major. I'm doing secondary education. Are you elementary or secondary education? Yeah, sorry, that was me. I said elementary kids are sticky and they get sick all the time. I don't want to be cleaning up vomit. So I'm doing secondary. Secondary education is scarier because you have two options. You have middle school, you have high school. I'm never teaching middle school. My mother is a middle school teacher. I get stories from her all the time. The new generation of children are terrifying. Okay, guys? I was having lunch with my mother one day, and we were sitting in a pot-bellied sandwich shop, so very casual, and she turns to me over this sandwich and cup of soup, and she goes, Indigo, do you know what the omegaverse is? Whoa! And I have to do a double take because my almost 50-year-old mom is asking me if I know what the omegaverse is. I know what the omegaverse is. I'm sure you guys do too. I don't want her to know that I know that. No, she doesn't need to know what I was reading on Tumblr in 2014, okay? It's our this story for a different time. And I'm like, Mom, I really don't want to get into that right now. And she's like, why? Is it bad? And I'm like, yeah. Why are you asking me? And she's like, well, my students were talking about it in class today. They were talking about this story that they're reading that had omegaverse in it. And I was like, why are your 11-year-old students reading omegaverse fan fiction, Mom? And she's like, well, what is omegaverse? So I had to sit in a pot-bellied sandwich shop and very gently explain to my mother the omegaverse lore. And she would not make eye contact with me in the car right after that. And honestly, I don't blame her. I didn't want to make eye contact with myself in the mirror after that. It was a really, really horrifying experience. But she'll come home with stories like that all the time. And I know that I had too much internet access in middle school, but it's gotten so much worse, guys. So much worse. The content that they have unlimited access to, it's not just omegaverse anymore. Now we have Andrew Tate x Joe Biden fan fiction to worry about. And I really don't need my mom coming home and asking me what a top and what a bottom is next. It's going too far. The kids are learning too much too fast. So I'm teaching high school in hopes of at least they're a little more mature. And hopefully at that point, they know the omegaverse conversations stay at the house and not in your English room, classroom. That is crazy, crazy stuff. That is all from me. If you're going into the education field, watch out for the middle schoolers. They're gonna get you. Thank you.